This is about being in a relationship, breaking up, and then you try to go back. I don't know how many people here are go-backers.
Hi, this is Monica. I'm here with Cory Joseph at McLean's Coffee House in Fullerton. And we just want to talk a few minutes to Cory. Well, what kind of things inspire you to write a song?
That's a good question. Everything. I think if you consider yourself a songwriter, or if you are a songwriter practicing or want to be a songwriter or whatever, I think it's kind of part of the job description is to be more aware maybe of simple things, or just be more aware of situations or what you're going through or what someone else is going through or whatever, because there's so many opportunities for a piece of art in the package of a 4-minute song, you know.
You travel a lot. What was probably the most interesting place you've been to recently?
Recently? Good question. Well, I travel, obviously doing my music, mainly solo. Sometimes I do with the band, but mostly solo. I also travel with other artists, playing guitar for other artists and backing up other guys. So the last thing I did was a tour of the South with another artist, just kind of playing guitar with him. And that was fun. We did... It's crazy because we did 10 shows in 11 days, from Arizona to Florida. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that many shows in that short of time.
So you also still perform with other bands and you do your solo act. So what are the names of the bands?
The other bands I play with? Just a couple local acts. I've been touring with a guy named Jaden Lovick. He's a Christian artist. He's really good. Local guys too. He's from San Clemente.
What kind of songs are in your iPod or in your CD player that we would be surprised to know that you're listening to?
Ooh, like guilty pleasure stuff, or stuff that makes me sound cool when I say that I listen to? Guilty pleasures? Oh boy. See, that's tough because it depends. It depends who, you know. Depends on someone's opinion. What's a guilty pleasure or not, but. Okay, I'll tell you this though. You might be surprised that I'm kind of a metal head. I really like metal. Certain bands, like when I grew up as a guitar player, I was into like really kind of heavier rock, and so I love bands like Pantera and just kind of like
Metallica.
Yeah, like I used to love Metallica when I was a kid. But that's, you know, it's like guitar-based music, so I think every once in a while, like I have the iPod shuffle in the car. And it'll go from like Doyle Bramhall to Derek Trucks to Black Crowes, some of my favorite bands, and some of my favorite artists. And then all of a sudden, the iPod will switch to like In Flames. It's like a Swedish death metal band. I love it. I love guitar music, you know.
Well, how many instruments do you play?
No, I mainly play guitar. I also play bass and some drums. I have a mandolin that I never play. Keyboard a little bit. I started on piano when I was a kid. I was a piano player. I could sight read and everything when I was a kid, and I totally lost it. It's like I know where the notes are still in the chords, but it's not like riding a bike. Piano is not like riding a bike.
If you're having a bad day or a hard day and you have to go perform that night, how do you get in the zone? How do you focus?
Fake it till you make it. That's it. That is it, man. I mean, to be honest, a lot of times, especially when I'm playing one of my songs and I feel like I'm butchering it like I did tonight. Lord forgive me. But there's always going to be that moment where you second guess something, and sometimes it's right in the middle of the song, or sometimes you're not in the mood, like you said, to play in the first place. You just got to make yourself do it, you know? It's just like sometimes you don't want to get out of bed in the morning, but you just put one foot in front of the other and just start going.
What are your thoughts on the secrets to success and abundance in life?
Ooh, that's a very broad question. As far as happiness and man, that's deep. Reaching your goals. Okay, well I will say this. I think it's really important if you have goals and you're trying to get towards something or get somewhere. I think it's really easy to kind of lose sight of the process and enjoying the process and being in the moment while you're on your way to something, because the majority of the time is spent getting somewhere rather than being somewhere in a lot of cases. So I think I always have to remind myself to kind of, you know, whether you want to call it being in the moment or being present or whatever term you use for it, I think the most important thing is to enjoy it while you're doing it, while you're getting there, you know. And I think otherwise you miss out on so much, because the journey is part of it, you know, it's most of it.